Hello, Scorpio. My name is Agatha, and this is your forecast for February 2017. This is a very general reading. If you like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'll be delighted to work with you. This month, it's going to be different. I'm going to do a goddess reading, and I'm going to use the Goddesses Knowledge cards. And the paintings were done by Susan Sedon-Boulay, and it's going to be beginning of the month, middle of the month, and end of the month. So it's going to be a 3-card reading. And to make this a bit more personal for you, I'm going to show you 3 images, and I'm going to ask you to pick one. Okay, Scorpio, pick one image. So let's see. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, and end of the month for you, Scorpio. So pick one image. This is the first image for the beginning of the month. This is the second image. And finally, this is the third image. Pick one, okay? Pick one. So let's start, Scorpio, for the beginning of the month. And if you picked this image, this part of the reading is a bit more relevant for you. What did it come out? Oh, it's Isis and Osiris. Isis and Osiris. And these gods came out for another sign. I don't remember which one. In ancient Egypt, Isis was among the oldest of the goddesses, the mother and giver of all life. A moon goddess, she gives birth to the sun, creates and sustains all life, and is the savior of all people. Oh, this is a great goddess. The teacher of agriculture, she is also the goddess of medicine and wisdom. Osiris was her brother and husband. And when Osiris was murdered by his brother Set, Isis searched for and found him, revived him, and conceived their son Orosh. So this could be you healing a male figure in your life, Scorpio, or help a male figure in your life heal. It could be your significant other, yes, but not necessarily. Also, for those of you, who are trying to conceive, maybe in the beginning of February 2017, some of you Scorpions might be getting pregnant. So if you don't want to, take precautions. When Set again took Osiris, this guy didn't like his brother. So this is Osiris, and Set kept killing him, or trying to kill him, or killing him really. When Set again took Osiris and scattered his body in 14 pieces, 14, it's interesting because Valentine's Day, it's on 14th of February, so this might be an interesting date for you, Scorpio. Isis, the wife, hunted down each piece except for his reproductive organs, which she was unable to locate, in order to give each piece appropriate burial. I don't think anyone's dying, okay, in the beginning of February. I'm not saying that, okay. Isis is universal goddess representing total femininity. She can overcome death itself. I think this is the important part, that she can overcome death itself, but it's more like to do within her. And let's not think death as death, but like transformation. So for some Scorpios in February 2017, there might be some sort of transformation in your life. Yet she is not above grief. Okay, some Scorpios might be grieving for whatever reason in the beginning of February. When one of her tears, wept when Osiris was dying, caused the Nile River to float. She underscores the depths of emotion that even a goddess must feel, okay? So not even the gods are free from pain. So some of you might experienced some sort of pain in the beginning of February 2017. So in the middle of February, if you pick this image, this part of the reading is a bit more relevant for you. And what is this image? It's Bast. Bast or Bastet or Basht was the Egyptian goddess, another Egyptian goddess. Okay, the first one is like an Isis and Osiris is also from ancient Egypt, so like an Egyptian theme going on here. This Bast was the Egyptian goddess who appeared in cat form. The Egyptians highly revered cats. The word for cat, mau, it's interesting, also denoted light and was cognate with the word for mother. Oh, it meant light and it meant mother. So you're mothering your cat, maybe some of you are like, you're spending Valentine's Day with your cat, and there's nothing wrong with that. Since the cat is a lunar animal and also a solar animal, representing the power of the sun as reflected in nature. Since the cat is an earth animal, Bast is also an earth mother goddess, a giver of life and abundance. Okay, maybe money and prosperity is coming to you, Scorpio, in the middle of February 2017. In touch with her wild, instinctual nature, she is also a protector of women during childbirth. So maybe your instincts and your intuition is really high during the middle of February 2017, or this is also an advice for you to trust your intuition, Scorpio. Like a cat, she is fiercely independent and belongs to no one but herself. Bast, to me, this is another thing telling me that maybe some of you will be spending, Valentine's Day alone, and maybe you don't have a problem with it. Bast is one of the more joyful goddesses. Her elaborate festivals in the town of Babushtish were renowned for their joyful dancing. Yeah, maybe you're like, you know what? Just because I'm alone, that doesn't mean that I cannot enjoy myself. Maybe you decide to go out on your own and to go dancing and, not expecting to be with anyone for Valentine's, not expecting to encounter anyone. You'll go out just to please yourself. Embodying a cat's gentler aspects, Bast is a personification of life and fruitfulness. Again, there's like a theme of abundance. There's some sort of abundance coming into your life. The quintessential life-affirming mother, she reminds us to be playful and relaxed like a cat and to find occasions to celebrate life. It's going to be like in the middle of the month. It's going to be like a light sort of energy. In the beginning was kind of, for some of you, it might be like grieving, some sort of grieving, but in the middle of the month, things are better, and you're like enjoying yourself, and maybe you're dancing, maybe you're like taking time to be playful. Things are easier in the middle of the month, Scorpio. So at the end of the month, if you pick this image, this part of the reading, Scorpio, is a bit more relevant for you. And who is this goddess? She is Diana. Diana is the ancient lady of the beasts, called by the Romans Lucina or Locina, goddess of the light. As mistress of wild things, and cat was really never quite domesticated, so part of the cat is still kind of wild. She is especially, Diana, responsible for anything young and vulnerable, be it wild or human. She is a goddess of solitude. Being alone seems to be a theme, at least from the middle of the month. You're okay with being alone. You're okay with being alone. Maybe there's some sort of thing that prevents you to be with your spouse or your partner, and you're grieving for that. But you kind of grieved all you needed to grieve in the beginning of the month, in the middle, at the end of the month. You're okay with that. You're okay with being alone and being able to enjoy your independence. So she is a goddess of solitude, comfortable with the wilderness and with the great silence of nature. She, Diana, represents the mystic, primitive identity of the hunter and the hunted. Maybe some of you will be hunting, Maybe some of you are actually hunters. And again, I'm not judging, You do what is right to you. Diana is a moon goddess, symbolizing the moon in its crescent phase. She stands for the Virgin, a self-sufficient free god. Self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency is the theme here, I would say. A free goddess who lives life on her own terms. Especially a goddess of women, she is related to all phases of female existence, from infancy to menstruation, through birth, nursing, menopause, and death. Diana stands for the part of us that is at home in the wildness, at home with our primitive instinctual nature. Maybe you'll be spending time in nature. It could be that as well. But whatever happens, you get through it. Whatever happens in the beginning of the month, maybe you're like healing someone. Maybe this grief has nothing to do with you. It has to do with your, significant other. And, you do what you can do. And then spending time with yourself, you're spending time in solitude, spending time in nature, you are in touch with your intuition, and you are okay with being you. That's how I would read it. And that's it, Scorpio. This is the reading that I have for you. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.